purpose. Fuck
All right,
that.
put this on.
Hello? Hello? You there, Avery?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Oh, yeah, you're there.
I'm here. I'm
You're
here. Where
here.
at?
Timmy, you there?
Somewhere.
You're here. We're all here. Hey, we're all here. Hey, gang's here. Gang's all here.
The gang is here.
We're here for the semifinal of the college football playoff, boys and girls, both
We
games. We
are live.
we we're about 45 minutes out of game 1. Uh and to me, before we really get into this, I think it's noted to say a few things. First of all, why aren't we reseeding in the college football playoffs after every round? What the fuck is the advantage of being the 1 seed if you're not able to play the lowest seed available? I can't figure out that for the life of me. That 1 seed means absolutely nothing. It's more like 4 seeds. And that's how they're treated. I just don't think that's the best way to go about it.
Well, the problem with that is if you do the reseeding, then you have to just get rid of the bowl games because you. That's why. You know what I mean?
I don't understand.
How about you just do?
Why
You get
do
rid
you have
of.
to get?
I'm saying, how do you get rid of the bowl games? How about that? You get rid of the neutral site aspect of it, and then
Yeah.
you just play it the home team,
Why
so you get
can't?
a home field advantage.
Right. I like it.
No, I'm saying instead of the reseeding thing that you're talking about, because I mean, I don't. Why do you want to reseed them? Who's the worst team out of here? Who do you want to see Indiana play instead of Oregon?
I want to see Oregon and Indiana play in the end, when it's all said and done.
Personally,
You think those are two best teams?
I think Indiana Miami would be a better matchup than Indiana Oregon right now. That's
Then you'll see
my
it in the national title if it
especially since
happens.
we've already seen it.
no, but I'm
But
no. I'm saying in the semifinal. I'm not saying a better, like, more competitive matchup. I'm saying I'd rather see those 2 games because I think Indiana walked the dog on them. I think they might have a tougher time with Ole Miss or a tougher time with Oregon. And I think seeing an Oregon Ole Miss or yeah, Oregon Ole Miss game would be fire.
personally, I think we've seen enough of this college playoff in 2 years to realize that the entire structure is absolute horseshit. It doesn't make any sense. It actually gives the 1 seeds a disadvantage. I just looked. This is the second year in the row where the 1 seed didn't make it past that round.
And they also aren't
So
playing the lowest seed available.
right. So just throw the whole thing out, man. Like until we figure this out, like I'll be honest, guys, I don't even want to watch these 2 games. I don't think they're going to be that competitive or that great. I feel like I don't know, dude. It's just something about college football is so sick and twisted right now. It's not fun to watch. And I don't know how you fix it besides get rid of this and go back to what it was because this whole bracket thing going past the portal is terrible for college football. Um, Me and Riley talked about this the other day. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see as these drafts are going on in the NFL that the overall, player
The
is going
talent,
down.
yeah, the
Yes, the
talent
talent
level
is going down.
is is
When
not
Philip Rivers at 40 fucking 5 can come in
right.
and be one of the best pocket passers because these young kids have no idea how to do that, It makes everything look really bad right now. And it's because these quarterbacks, not just the quarterbacks, all of these players aren't developing. They're going to wherever the money is.
Bag is, yep.
And right, and you know, and when they fail, it doesn't matter because I'm going to go to the next place. It's going to pay me a little more. And no one develops, no one's getting better. It's just it's very disheartening right now to watch college football, in my opinion.
Not to mention the coaching situations too. Like,
Yeah.
like how?
I mean, Lane Kiffin built a great team, and let's be honest, I think we all would go to a better, you know, more money,
I
those
would,
types of things. But it made him
exactly.
into the bad guy.
Right.
It made him into the bad guy.
Right.
So why are we doing that with our good coaches that are? I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
just,
bro,
ugh,
look, the
it's just bad
NFL.
for me.
Hold on,
Lane
time out,
Kiffin-
time out,
Lane
time out. The
Lane
NFL,
Kiffin's done that everywhere. Lane Kiffin's done that everywhere. That's his MO.
bro. How are the
Go
Baltimore
there, man,
Ravens?
fuck shit up, leave.
Explain this to me. How are the Baltimore Ravens? How are they able to figure out a way to reach out to the Vikings about Brian Flores? And the Vikings still got games to play, don't they? No,
No, they don't.
they don't. I thought they
No.
did.
No.
They're
Ooh,
done.
swing and a miss there. Nonetheless, I thought they
Son of a
did.
Bro,
Yeah.
like, no.
But Ben Johnson was taking calls last year before it was all said and done, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So like all I'm getting at is the NFL has figured out a way to have a coaching carousel with playoffs, with teams that didn't make the playoffs moving on from their coach, and in that time frame,
That's out of the
being
school's
able to do
discretion.
it.
At the same time, those teams don't have to grant access to their coaches.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like
Okay,
that-
but
that's what
we
I mean.
play
That's
ball.
What's happening in college?
right. But I'm saying, but it's not. It's not regulated
It
at all.
is.
It's not regulated
is.
at all, though. It can.
But
It's happening at
the
any
same
time of
thing,
the
what
year.
What you're saying is y'all are upset that Lane Kiffin took a job.
No.
while his team was Still playing. And
I'm
they
not
didn't let him
upset.
Coach.
I'm not upset that Lane Kiffin took a job and then they didn't let him coach. I'm upset that the setup is that of, in order for Lane Kiffin to make this decision to go and maybe better his career or his life and make a different decision, he has to be made out to be a bad guy because of how it's set up.
Recruiting
There's
already
not
started.
a there's
Portal's
there's,
already there.
there's not a
Bro, he's
time
the bad
frame.
guy because he literally held everybody else hostage. That's why he's the bad guy.
Who did
He's
But
the
why do
bad
we have-
guy for him saying, "Hey, after after the quarterfinal game, I need you to report to our new job."
Bro, but why are we allowing a system to even have this be
Why-
a possibility? Why do we not
Right.
have rules in place for this? You know
Why
what I
is the
mean? Like,
coach getting hired before the playoffs are over for the next year? So what? Like that to me, that's the point I'm getting at. I'm
The
not
same shit happens in the league.
where.
Ben Johnson and the Lions lost on a Saturday night.
Yeah,
Monday morning, he was hired as the head coach.
right.
You mean to tell me there's not a deal already in place?
Okay, but what I'm
Come
saying,
on, man.
I
You see,
didn't.
the
I'm
problem
not
is-
saying.
The problem is one is more in the open, and the other is closed doors. Nobody's talking. That's
No,
the only
no,
difference.
no, no,
it's
I
the-
don't agree with
That is
that.
the
It's the
only
It's the regulation within the league too.
Bro,
I-
the difference is, Avery, one is enacted during season while one is enacted after the season's over for that team. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying?
Like, bro, it's this.
Again, he literally had. A
I'm not
job
mad at Lane
the
Kiffin
week
at all.
of-
Don't know
the
that.
week-
Just know
I'm
that.
going back to Ben Johnson right now. Ben
Okay.
Johnson had an interview the week of the Commanders' divisional round game last year
Yes.
on Monday.
Yes.
Fact or fiction?
Yes. Fact.
When they lost that next Monday, was he not hired?
Yes. Fact.
Bro, yes.
But we're
What I'm
talking about
saying
time
is
out. Time
he
out.
wasn't
Time.
hired
Oh,
3
stop.
weeks
Stop.
prior to that.
He wasn't hired. He wasn't hired 3 weeks prior to the fucking regular season being over with. Okay, and interviewed before then. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like they're forcing this interview process mid-season and all this weird shit, bro. It's just poorly managed. Okay, the point that I'm trying to make is there should be some sort of regulation to stop anyone from looking like the bad guy if you're trying to move on to another opportunity. That's my only point.
As a guy whose team will get poached year after year after year, I don't have a problem with it. Because guess what? If that's your MO, I know what it is. Like, we are a stepping stool. East Carolina University
I
is
get
a
that.
stepping stool.
I get
We
that.
are a stepping stool. We are to push you to the next level.
But
That's what's happening.
But I just
We've
don't
got-
think the way that the transfer portal, the movement of players and coaches alike has enough structure for this to sustain success. And that's my point.
Oh.
That's it.
What the issue is? Nick Saban tried to fix it 3 years ago, but nobody won't listen to the Godfather.
He said it too.
The Godfather fixed everything 3 years ago, but nobody wanted to listen. It is what it is. That's why it is. We're the Wild Wild West right now. I've equated that to the gold. That college football right now is the gold rush. This is the gold rush of this generation right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I look at it as the fecal matter rush that our Heisman winner is going to go to the fucking NFL and be absolute. I don't think he's going to be a guy. I think every quarterback going up there ain't the guy. Of course, maybe one will figure it out, but I just don't like, dude. I just don't like that. Like, bro, and I'm with you, Avery. That makes total sense. Like, yeah, they definitely talked during season, this, that, the third. What I don't like is we're declaring it. We're saying, hey, oh, he's going here, and they're still in it. Like, dog, we couldn't wait.
Not
until
even
Ole Miss
that.
was gone.
Not even
the
that.
Problem with it all, the problem with it too is, Ole Miss wasn't expected to make the playoff.
For sure.
Right.
But
They
the fact
weren't-
that, like,
when they were
I'm
putting
just-
Lane Kiffin up to his ultimatum and shit,
I'm just saying,
they
Avery.
didn't know they were getting.
There
in.
was a deal done. But it was sure under wraps, whatever. It's not like we didn't know he was going to the interview. We knew he went to the interview. We knew all of these things were true, and there wasn't. Hold on, time out.
Trackers now.
Yeah.
on
So
Twitter.
time out though. There isn't a. How should I say this? There wasn't a question whether or not Dan Campbell was going to have that man call in plays. There wasn't a question. Okay? And so my point is just, how is it that, Lane Kiffin makes a move, and in order for him to make that move, there's this question that arises. Well, why does the question arise? It's the timing of when the move is made. You regulate that timing. Bro, that's fine if they want to interview people. Like, if schools want to give you the right to interview somebody during the playoff or whatever, fine, whatever. But when we're doing it during the regular season and all of this other shit, bro, nobody's a bad guy when Ole Miss or, when Lane Kiffin's the guy that's going out of his way to go to this interview mid-season, he is the bad guy. But when he does it at the Liberty and the school lets him go to, Ole Miss says, yeah, that's fine. You can go take an interview at LSU. That's okay with us. And he goes and he takes it, and whatever happens behind closed doors, in front of closed doors, whatever. And he's not forced to make that decision by LSU or anything until Ole Miss is done playing football. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to make.
At that point, you're kind of telling people how to live their lives, though. You know what I mean? Like,
you're an employee, brother. Welcome to the world. I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm telling you what you got to do to be able to make your fucking money. That's
put it. In
it.
the contract. Just put it in the contract. They signed those.
That shit don't mean nothing.
You know what I mean? It's a buyout.
That's the next
they do
thing.
Buyouts too. They do buyouts too, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
Put that in there too.
You're right.
You can't take another job without us knowing that that's what you're doing. You're going to interview. You must state it out loud.
Yes.
In a public email or some shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. That
But I mean, I think you
I
probably
blame the
agree.
institution at that
Yes.
point. You know what I mean? I ain't blaming the coach.
Right. The coach is just trying to progress.
Yeah.
So
And
let
he's
him
failing
progress.
right now. We're gonna let y'all know.
But I'm saying,
Lane
right.
Kiffin is the villain of college football, and I guarantee you guys he will embrace that.
Oh,
Shit, and he might even get a ring out of it still. He might not have to be there. He
Oh,
might
no.
still get a ring out of it.
Oh,
What
no.
you mean?
he's got
They
like
ain't
the
gonna get it.
tax
They ain't-
dollars from the state
Yeah,
of Louisiana back in his NIL money. Avery, don't give me that.
Bro, you
Nah.
realize Lane Kiffin has still made like
They
over
want- yeah, no,
100,000
no.
off each one of these
No,
wins?
no, Tim. Tim, you got your numbers wrong, okay? Let's put the numbers out there right. He got 250 for the win versus Tulane. He got 500 for the win versus Georgia.
Right.
They win tonight, he gets 750, and they win a natty, he gets a milli.
And
But
Brian
then-
Ring.
My boy can get 2.5 million for sitting on the bench at LSU and a house in a bayou.
And I'll bet right now, hey, this has nothing to do with what we're talking. I'll bet right now he'll never make it as far as Ole Miss has made it right now. Calling it right now.
All right. Well, nonetheless, the state of college football, as we've discussed, is fucking terrible.
It's broke. I mean,
And-
it's what it is.
And I think we should keep it pushing here. We got about 20 more minutes till this game kicks off. So let's get to this Ole Miss game.
Oh, fellas.
Avery, Pete Golding is going to have them boys ripping and raring and going to hit Carson Beck in the mouth. Okay? Hit him right in the fucking bang, right in the front tooth ski.
Oh, yeah, right in the front tooth ski. Yeah.
Yep, right in the mouth.
See, the problem is Carson Beck ain't the one that's got it. You gotta hit Mark Fletcher Jr. boys. And I'll go ahead and tell you, there's an instance of being the hammer or the nail, and in most situations, he is the hammer.
Yeah, Mr. Fletcher is quite
He be
honestly
getting-
Damn.
the hammer. He is the hammer.
So, look, man, Ole Miss has a very good defense. Like, you gotta give them credit. They make plays. They're opportunistic. The Land Sharks, as they've been quoted as being since 2014. That's why they do this, by the way. That's the origin of this little celebration you see them do. Land Sharks. It's an Ole Miss thing. They're a great defense. I don't know if they got the speed. I don't know if they have the speed. Malachi Tony is the fastest player on the field,
I agree.
right? He's going to be the fastest player on the field.
I'm hard pressed to hang my hat on Carson Beck ever in my life. That's all.
Look, fellas, we just going to keep it a buck. He ain't done nothing to fuck it up.
Not yet.
Not this
I'll give you
year.
that. Not yet.
He hasn't.
Not this
He
year.
hasn't.
Not this
And
year.
they thought he would. Y'all,
Fair.
Timmy, you sat on this podcast in this room
And told me they were going
and told
done.
me he was going to.
Well,
shit
let's
the
talk about this,
bed
boys.
versus
Let's talk about this.
Ohio State.
Let's talk about this because we're going back to what we were talking about. Ohio State had what? Their left and right tackle declare they were not playing what?
Tim,
The day of?
Tim, Carson Beck's a quarterback. He doesn't play defense. I do not care.
Oh, for sure. But clearly they couldn't they couldn't fucking score. What do you mean? The score was 24-10.
It don't. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
It's not like Miami
matter.
dominated them.
It
It was more
does
like
not
Ohio
matter.
State was getting fucked by their
A&M
defense.
has 2 first-round offensive tackles, and guess what? Ruben Bain and Mr. Dizor did. Is that his name? Mesidor. Let me get his name right. Mr. Bain and Mr. Mesidor did. It had 5 sacks versus Texas A&M, bro. They had 4 versus Ohio State.
Wonder
They
why?
get to the
Maybe it's because they didn't have their tackles in, Avery. But and this is all my skeptics out there, listen to this. Knock on wood. That's 2 years in a row that the 1 seeds did not make it past the first round that they were playing in. That's 2 years in a row now. And don't forget the national title is in Miami. Do you think that that's a coincidence that Miami's might just make it in now out of the ACC, who all of
Open your
us thought
third eye.
2
weren't
losses.
weren't shit this year? Not one
Open-
single team.
open your
Oh,
third
but now
eye.
they're probably gonna beat Ole Miss. Come on, guys. You can't tell me there isn't something going on in the background. Fuck that, bro. Fuck Miami. Fuck Carson Beck. That dude's fucking Illuminati. I fucking hope someone breaks his pussy tonight. Let's go fucking Ole Miss, baby.
All right, so
Oh,
you want Ole
Tim's a
Miss to
rebel.
win, but I
I
don't
want
know
Ole
if
Miss to
Ole
win.
Miss is gonna win.
I don't know if they got it. I hope them boys are ready. I do like that defensive coordinator. I'll give him that.
You like Pete Golden? Look,
I love him.
I listened to Pete Golden's halftime speech versus Georgia, and I'll be damned if that's not Nick Saban.
Oh yeah.
How many times did he say "all right"? Just like Nick Saban too.
Hold
Said
on.
it just like Nick Saban.
Him and Kirby Smart's halftime interviews were word for word the same fucking thing, dude. I texted Avery during that game. I was like, dude, these two dudes are the same fucking person, bro. They're literally, they just like, they just went through like two different paint machines. One of them got this color and curly hair, and this guy, fucking Pete got fucking salt and pepper curly, and fucking Kirby got straight blonde. You know what I mean, bro? It was the same, bro. They were both they effectively said absolutely nothing and the same thing somehow. Neither one of them said anything, but the same thing. It was insane. But no, I have no desire to watch Miami win whatsoever.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I love it. I have to keep watching Michael Irvin beat water coolers with opposing teams' jerseys on, coked up to the fucking brim.
I
I
just
have to keep watching it.
I'm not a fan of Carson Beck as a person. He is like that punch me face. Similar to like Phillip Rivers. They both like it's that face of like punch me in the face.
Tim has a punch me face too, but you know.
And
Not this guy.
nonetheless,
Like
I
Pepsi
want
face.
like my heart wants Ole Miss, but I unfortunately I don't think they have the skill. I think this will be a Jimmy's and a Joe's thing, not necessarily a X's and a O's thing.
I think the under looks pretty good.
I think Charlie Weiss Jr. will call a hell of a game, as will Golding, but I think
3.5.
the 3 points is a very good indicator to that, and that's my point. So my heart wants
be
Ole
honest.
Miss. My body's telling me Miami.
This game will come down to if Miami can run the football. If Miami averages 4 yards a carry or more, they'll win the game.
Okay.
If they don't, Ole Miss will score. I don't think that's a thing. Ole Miss is gonna score. Okay. They're gonna get the ball out quick enough. They're not gonna have Trinidad Chambliss taking a bunch of hits. They can run the ball effectively, I think, because it's more of a zone-based scheme. It's not a power run. It's not a duos power run that's got to be downhill. If they can get Maui Noga and those guys up to the next level, then they will be successful. Yeah, I don't know, Tim, about the under. 53.5 might not be enough. I expect there to be some points.
I think if you think Miami is going to win the game, the under is beautiful because I think that's the only way Miami. If you think over, I think Ole Miss wins that game. If Miami's allowing Ole Miss to score at will, I think Ole Miss will win that.
Yeah.
I think they win a shootout too, but it's not because I don't like. I see Miami winning a 30-27 game.
All I'm saying is don't let Carson Beck be. Don't let it be the last drive of the game to win. Don't let it be that. Promise you. Don't let it be that.
All you got to do is get the ball to 10.
Amen.
10's the best player on that field. I'm going to let y'all know that. He
I
hasn't really
agree.
been able to show it, but I think tonight is going to be the night that it gets put on display again. I expect him and Mark Fletcher to both have good games. I think Keywan Lacey from Ole Miss will have a pretty good game as well. He's a great running back. He's returning as well. Ole Miss is going to be lined up to be an amazing team next year on paper. See, we can look and see who they. Let's see here. We can look and see who they have. LSU does have the number 1 portal class,
I'm fucking sure.
but they don't have anybody coming in from. Wait, no, that was last year. Excuse me. Can you help me? Help me. Let's go back. 2026. Right there. Penn State actually has the number 1 class. They grabbed everybody from Iowa State. Coming in, Ole Miss has Chris Jones, linebacker from Southern Miss. Yep, Southern Miss. They have Sharif Denson, a cornerback coming in from Florida. They have a linebacker, Keaton Thomas, coming from Baylor. They also have the one that is really interesting is Jaheim Otis from Colorado. He was a transfer from Alabama to Colorado, and I think he was a top 15 player when he came out. Really good player, talent-wise. Has not been able to get it together mentally, really. So I think he's a very interesting player. They also have another 2 D linemen coming in one's from Florida, one's from LSU. So, they look good on paper. Transfer class that is. But yeah, man, LSU has the number 3 class. Indiana has the number 5. So don't think Signetti's going anywhere.
Unless he goes to the NFL.
Yeah.
You want to get in that game right quick?
Yeah, let's get to it.
Indiana, Oregon, round 2. Part 2. What we thinking, Timmy? What do you think, Timmy?
I'll be honest. I was talking to Brittle about this, and I don't know if anyone knows. Brittle on this show is a very big Oregon Ducks fan.
Oh, they know,
He seemed
Brits.
very unconfident, not confident in this game. He told me there was a lot of people in the transfer portal that should be expected to be gone before that game starts. So I don't know. I'd have to do a little research on it, but it sounded like Indiana might put the whoop ass on them.
Yeah, Josh isn't going to carry too much confidence about his team because he don't like to listen to it. But he likes to give it. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm taking all the goddamn shots at Josh because he ain't here. Anybody else got a shot to give him? Timmy, go on. Give him 3.
Oregon
the
quarterback.
Ox-
Boom,
the Ox
boom,
suck.
boom.
Sam Darnold's gonna choke in the first round. Oh,
Nonetheless, I don't think it's hard to see who the best coach in college football is right now, and to see what he's done, to see what Sig has done in Indiana, and how he's got a team with not one 5-star recruit on it. That's working on
I'd like to ask this question if I can, right?
playing in a national championship. So you're about to see Oregon get outclassed, and that just is what it is.
I want to ask a question right quick. Is what Kurt Signetti has done in his last 2 years coaching at Indiana the greatest 2 year stretch of any coach ever
No.
Since in
in college football?
in the current college football portal, I think he's done the impossible. I don't think anyone's gotten even close to replicating it. I think we all thought that was what Dion was going to do, and Kurt Signetti perfected it.
Yeah, Kurt Signetti.
Tim, that's spot on, Tim.
I think
Not
I
even
think
gonna hold you.
I think where it went wrong with the Dion thing was Dion was the name that was going to bring the names. Okay? And we can see even at Ohio State with the most expensive roster in college football, right? That the money doesn't
Texas Tech.
Okay, even better. Texas Tech, the money doesn't bring it, let alone a name of a coach. It takes a fucking guy who knows ball, who can lead men and do the damn thing. And that's my genuine opinion.
There's actually a very good meme that I saw in reference to Texas Tech football this year. You know that picture of the Lamborghini sitting under the garage of like the little like shack looking house,
Yeah.
and it says, you know, like LeBron on the Cavs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They said they had that picture, and the quarterback Baron Morton from Texas Tech. They said whatever the opposite of this picture is what Texas Tech and Baron Morton were.
Oh,
They
for sure.
said that everybody else around him was fucking amazing.
Right.
And he was the fucking lemon.
No, I hear you.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think what Sig has done is unmeasurable. There's not anything that you
I
can
just said
put it
no.
up to,
I just
honestly,
said
bro.
no because this sport's been around a long time, and without doing some research, it'd be really hard for me to say that I was graced with witnessing such a thing. Do you know what I mean? That's my only rebuttal is I just would have to do some research, but it definitely is a good question. And that's the only reason I don't just carte blanche agree.
I think it is simply because Indiana has the most losses ever. Like they were the losingest.
I didn't
football
know
program.
that. Honest to
Yeah.
God, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, they're literally like the worst football program ever. And in 2 years, they are national championship contenders. I don't know.
All right.
Quote me on that one. You know, fact check me. Make sure I'm not wrong on that. But I'm pretty sure Indiana had the lowest winning percentage ever before Sig got there.
Miami, Indiana National Championship. We'll catch you guys back here next week. We'll do some wild card recap, something like that. One more thing before we go.
My team won a division championship.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes, minus 12.5.
My team won a division championship.
We'll see how that goes,
Riley,
minus 12.5.
Riley, did your team win a division championship? We can't hear it, by the way.
Oh, they can.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah, they can. I can see it. Here we go. As the best fans with Pittsburgh, the 6-time Super Bowl champs. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to. It's the freshie.
Aaron Rodgers is ready to win.
Here we go.
Gainwell Metcalf and Calvin Austin.
Austin, here we go.
Is
Huh?
that every week? Is it like an every week thing, like the guy from the Colts?
No, it's every year they make the playoffs.
No.
Yeah,
That's
that is-
definitely not true.
Bro, I promise. Go look at the years that he updates it. He only updates it when they go to the playoffs. I promise to God.
I'm pretty sure he had one with James Conner in it, and I don't recall
And
James Conner
they
making the
lost
playoffs.
to the
That looks-
Cleveland Browns in the playoffs, Tim.
Oh,
Huh.
you're right. You're right.